This is the Priestcast. I'm Father Adam Ahern. Father Michael Kuchar, how are you?
Father Ahern, I am doing so well because today we have the feast day of the Immaculate Conception.
Isn't it wonderful?
Oh,
The patroness of the Americas.
it really is.
Yes.
It really is.
She's the
pretty
patron.
special.
She's the patron of the United States of America, our country
Yes,
in
she is,
particular.
Father Ahern.
Yes.
Father Ahern, can you imagine why?
Can I imagine why she's the patroness of the United States of America?
Yes.
No, I do not know this story. What?
Well, nor
why
do I.
What is it? Oh, okay. You didn't. You
We were
didn't look it up on the computer?
We had a priest dinner last night at the rectory here, and we were speculating about why. And one priest suspected that perhaps it was because, of course, it was declared in 1854.
Yes.
On December the 8th, and in the middle, and that's so the Civil War was going on.
Okay.
So perhaps it had something to do with just a desire to the United States was just in a bad way.
When was she declared the patroness of the United States of America?
Right.
I mean, when? Do you know when?
No, I do not know when.
I mean, you're bringing up a lot of facts that you don't know the answers to.
No, hey, I'm not bringing anything up. That's why I said it was just speculation.
Oh, okay.
It was just speculation that whenever she was declared the patroness of the United States of America, it was because they looked at the time when this dogma was specifically or formally declared and said, maybe the Immaculate Conception, that's what's going to keep our country pure.
Yeah, maybe.
And in the right way. I don't know. That might be a matter for us to do a little research on.
That could be some research fodder that we.
I would like to give that assignment to you, Father Ahern.
Oh well, you're so ever so kind.
In any event,
Father Kuchar, what is it you say you do for this podcast?
Excuse me, I am the one that comes up with all of the content. Okay, it is my job to come up with the topic at hand.
Oh, that's what you do. Oh, I wasn't sure.
That's exactly what I do, and I try to keep you from spouting out too much heresy.
Oof, well, you're failing at that one. So anyway,
Father Ahern, how many masses do you have today?
I have 3. I have one at 8:15, one at noon, and then one at 6:30.
Do you have a good homily in store up your sleeve?
Of course, I have a good homily in store up my sleeve. As soon as I write it, I'll let you know.
Oh my gosh!
No,
I've given several different ones that I'm sort of thinking about. Well, I'm not going to get my homily right now.
Yeah, neither. Yeah, I mean,
and you don't want me to either, do you?
I mean, I always
just give you a hint. It has to do with carichamine, the perfect passive participle that we translate into English as full of grace.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go down that road.
Okay.
And talk about how this feast day is exactly biblical by that one Greek word, carichamine.
Okay.
Describing our beautiful Mother Mary as one who was made full of grace, because it's a passive participle. And
you're such an English major.
Well, these are the things that people need to know.
It is important, actually.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
absolutely. Now let me tell you something, Father.
No,
that might be a very big interest to you.
Before you go off down a rabbit hole, because the English language is so imprecise, we don't realize how precise languages like Latin and Greek really are.
Correct.
And so explaining that and digging and trying to express, the true meaning of the word that is being used is sometimes very important. So anyway, what were you about to say?
It helps. It does. It helps people to understand what's actually going on in the scriptures.
Yeah, and what the writers and the Holy Spirit was intending to convey.
Which gets lost in the translation.
Yes. So what were you about to
Father
say?
Aker, what I thought might be particular interest to you and to our listeners is to point out something, that the dogma of the Immaculate Conception was formally proclaimed during Father Vianney's lifetime.
That's right, it was
1854. Father Ahern is when it happened.
Yeah.
So he would have been, if my math is right, he would have been 68 years old
Okay.
when this happened. And by then, he would have already been well known for his sanctity and for attracting thousands of pilgrims, and
his love of the Blessed Mother and of Saint Philomena,
and his post at the confessional for so long. And you know what he said when this happened?
What?
He said, "We have always believed it."
Really?
Yes. And it says here that Trochu points out that he was brought to tears. And Trochu says that eyewitnesses kind of pointed out or recounted how Vianney was visibly moved when he spoke about this papal decree, that he was just so incredibly happy. They were tears of joy, because Mary here was being honored publicly in this papal decree. They were tears of relief, just because it removed all doubts, and it really sort of lifted up Mary's purity at a moment when France was very wounded. Again, post-revolution, all these things, and secularism, but also they were tears of longing, that he wanted Our Lady to be known and loved and desired. And he wanted the purity that is so connected to the Immaculate Conception to be something that souls would really, really strive after. But he did know, he already knew that this was true, and he said, we've always believed this, but thanks to God that now it is being publicly declared.
Right. And that's the important thing to remember about a lot of these dogmas that the church declares in this way, is they're not like new beliefs that they're trying to proclaim.
No, not even
as
close.
Official. They're long held beliefs, and beliefs that go back to almost the beginning. They just haven't been formalized. So, yeah.
Really, we did quite a long time ago. We did an episodes on the sensus fidei, the sense of the faithful,
right?
And really, that's exactly. This is an example, I would say, of where a magisterial teaching.
Oh yeah,
confirms what the faithful already knew.
But to go back, go back to John Vianney's formal education in seminary. What were his marks in, right? They said, oh, he was really good talking with other people. He was really good, or he was okay at philosophy, but he was terrible at philosophy, right?
Yes.
And so he wasn't the theological scholar, the philosophical heavyweight, and so but he believed it, right?
And remember, Father Ahern, remember that he had that favorite little toy as a kid, the little statue of Our Lady. And remember how the bishop almost didn't ordain it, but finally said, does he pray his rosary?
Right.
And is he pious? And
so for him to say, we've always believed it, it's the simplicity of faith. It's the sensus fidei. It's the truth of the faithful being expressed by a holy and devout man.
Absolutely. I would also point out, Father Ahern, that by 1854, he had endured a lot of, actually probably, decades of very violent harassment from the devil.
Oh, yeah.
And I know we've talked about that before, but he said that the demons cannot endure the name of Mary or the purity of Mary. And so he kind of saw this new declaration as a new triumph of Mary over the enemy of souls.
Right.
And it's kind of like the church, had sort of like lifted a banner over the battlefield, and he was so staunchly devoted to Our Lady because he knew that she can step on the head of the ancient serpent.
Yes. And
every time we say Hail Mary, it's exactly what she's doing.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
So it's really kind of exciting. And he really kind of got on an excited moment here, and he started just preaching Our Lady and the Immaculate Conception left and right. And he saw it's just like this pastoral, medicine to fight all the bad things that were happening. And it's just so exciting. Like awesome. I can read as I'm reading about this, just like the excitement that was in his heart and how contagious that must have been.
Oh yeah.
For all the people.
Oh yeah.
Lastly, Father Ahern, he said that Mary is a mirror of original grace. And so you was talking about the Immaculate Conception and those homilies and those preaching moments. And he said that really Our Lady shows us what, she kind of gives us a little icon or a little window into what the original purity of things. Oh, yeah. And how God actually sort of intended the human soul to be before the fall messed it all up.
Right. Exactly.
Which is also then what God's grace can do through the sacraments.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because, preserved from sin, she was the perfect expression of how to follow God's will. Absolutely.
Well, Father Ahern, I wish you a glorious festivity on this beautiful day of the Immaculate Conception.
To you as well, Father Kucher. To you as well.
Tomorrow we'll resume and finish up that sermon on Advent of Vianney, but we just want to take a break today and think about the Immaculate Conception.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, St. John Vianney,
pray for us.